Hi, it's Robert here. This tutorial is based off the cobblestone idea in my top 10 uses for leftover sprue video, and it's just going to show you how to make some cobblestones. You're definitely going to need a few straight bits of sprue, a scalpel and a cutting mat, the base or diorama you're going to make the cobblestones on, plastic glue, a base coat brush, a detail brush and a dry brush, plus some paints. In the paints you'll need black ink, black paint, and a medium grey colour plus a few natural colours are also useful but not necessary. Start off by shaving the sides of your sprue so that it's roughly square shaped, as opposed to a trapezoid or whatever. The sides can be a little bit inaccurate, that's fine. And of course if you want to make round cobblestones, just cut the sprue into a roughly round shape and do that all the way down along the sprue. Again, it doesn't have to be accurate. Next, slice off bits to make your cobblestones. Don't worry about accuracy yet again, because the cobblestones are all a little bit different from each other. They're not making perfect tiles. Some are taller, some are shorter, some are bigger, some are smaller. I guess if they look like they'd fit into a Dr. Seuss book, then you're headed in the right direction. Once you've got a pile of them, you can glue them into place. You really only need to pay attention to what tile you're working on when you get to the end of a row or the bottom of a base. Remember that there can be uneven gaps left between the various cobblestones, and that'll just add to the effect. Once the cobblestones are all glued, base coat it black, then use your natural colours to paint individual cobblestones in a random pattern. Make sure not to get this paint on any surrounding cobblestones. It's probably best you use a detail brush to paint these individual cobblestones. Once you've done this, use your base coat brush and wash the base with black ink and let it dry. And do this a couple of times till it looks like what I have here in the video. Then get your medium grey on your dry brush and wipe it off a little bit. And then dry brush the entire cobblestone area. And you'll end up with something like this. And that's a fairly simple cobblestone base for next to nothing. You'll notice the varied sizes and heights of the cobblestones, combined with the different colours, really give it that random effect. If you don't want to use the colours, I suggest finding some other way to ensure that your cobblestones aren't just a mass of grey, because that won't really look right when you take a step back and look at this on the tabletop. If you want to take this to the next level, cut some of the larger square cobblestones in half. Then use these as old-style pavement edges. This way you can have an alternate pattern or road on the other side of the border you create, giving a lot of diversity to your bases.